What's up everyone, Corey here, back again with another review. This week I'm taking a look at Pinball FX. So this is a new iteration on the classic pinball series that you may have heard about from Pinball FX in the past. But this is kind of a reboot. It is a free-to-play game, and they definitely bring it when it comes to the pinball. So let's start off talking about the layout of the game. You are going to be playing pinball machines. I hope that is apparent from the name itself. But you are going to be launched into the game and able to play these pinball machines that you own or have access to in a variety of ways. Every pinball machine has different game modes, from classic style to arcade and practice to challenges such as one ball and times and flip challenges, just to name a few. And you're going to be able to play those modes on the tables that you own or have access to as much as you want. Moving on over to tournaments. Now in this iteration, you can have tournaments that you can create and challenge with others to get the top score. Pretty apparent what that does. Classic tournament style there. The events tab. Now the events tab will bring you to a season pass type structure. You are going to be able to play various pinball tables that, again, you have access to in some form, and earn tokens or earn points in order to upgrade a battle pass type feature. As you upgrade and rank up, you will unlock different collectibles. We'll talk about that in a second. Now, what you can play in the events will vary, and they are time-based. Some are going to be challenges like the one ball I mentioned, or perhaps a score challenge. Some of them are going to be tournaments that are going to last for several days, if not a couple of weeks, and you're going to try and play as much as the table will allow you. Some do have daily limits, sometimes there are unlimited, and by the end of the cutoff time you will see where you rank and you can grab your trophy there. Moving on over to the collectibles, like I mentioned. Why would a pinball game have collectibles? Well, in this game, Pinball FX, you do have your own little studio where you have shelves and spots on the walls to add posters, and as you play these pinball tables and accumulate score, you are going to be unlocking collectibles. These collectibles will allow you to put something from the table onto the shelf, or again a poster that matches that cabinet. You are also going to be earning, especially in the season pass, different collectibles that will go around your avatar, give you a little icon, different things like that to personalize and customize your experience. Now that's kind of the layout of the land. I don't need to teach you and tell you how you play pinball. It's very, I want to say basic, but that is not the correct term. It is easy to play and hard to master if you've ever been around pinball. So the meat of the game comes in the form of its tables. I believe at this stage there are over 80 tables, I think. A ton of options. Now, what is different in this version, if you are a Pinball FX veteran, is that the tables you have bought will not transfer over. I know a lot of people do not like that. Obviously, they want to play the tables they bought, and a lot of those tables, if not all of them, are here in this game. However, you do have to purchase them again. That said, with this being a free-to-play model-based game, they have added a premium pass. So this is a subscription, sort of, if you want, where you pay real money for in-game currency, which you can then in turn buy the premium pass, and you can buy it at a month's time or for a full year at this particular moment. This premium pass is going to allow you to download and play every table that's available, except for, at this time, the Marvel table and the Indiana Jones table. There are caveats when you go to purchase that, so you'll see exactly which ones won't be eligible, but it's far more that you get versus what you don't get. With that said, there are going to be opportunities where you can earn premium. Sometimes that might be for 24 hours. Potentially they can add more time to that through the events tab and just through playing. That remains to be seen at this point, but if you just get the game and you play a very small amount, you'll see that you are given the opportunity for 24 hours of the premium pass. So I know that's not the best of nuances to come with this new game, but I would like to think of this as kind of a reboot, if you will, of the series. So hopefully going forward, Pinball FX is kind of the central place and they will just keep adding to it. We can only hope. Let's talk about some of the tables that are available. There are a ton of options, like I said, I believe over 80 different tables. So some of these tables are going to include classics that if you've ever played pinball, you would have known. Or if maybe you've seen some in an old arcade or bowling alley that could pop up, I guess. There's a lot of them that I don't recognize, but they just seem old, but they look great. Everything looks really good in this game, and the sounds are on point, and the physics just feel like you're really playing a pinball machine. It's crazy. I really enjoy that aspect of it. But some of the themed tables that they have going on include a lot of different Marvel superheroes. They have X-Men in there and Spider-Man. They have the Addams Family in there. They have Indiana Jones, like I mentioned, and a ton of Star Wars tables, and each of them have captured whatever that IP is and somehow put it into a pinball table. I was playing Jurassic Park, and we have dinosaurs roaming around the cabinet, and the Jeep is up there. It's just really cool. And as you play these tables, you'll definitely find ones that are your favorites, the ones that you do really well on. And so it's just really cool to see that. And again, I can't get over the looks. It looks super clean and crisp, and I just really enjoyed actually playing pinball in this digital space. Now, one thing that I kind of learned, not being a pinball expert, is that every arcade cabinet or every pinball cabinet is different, and that comes in terms of the layout, the scoring, the nuances of that table, and they do a great job of allowing you to take a look of the land, if you will, that is the table, figure out kind of where things are, and even check out the scoring that makes each table unique. So definitely worth checking out the menu system and seeing when you get to a table that you've never been to before. If you want to try to learn about it, you could go in blind and just access this help guide whenever you want it to, or you can just go at it right off the bat and learn what's going to get you the most points or how to activate a special piece of that table. There's a ton of options too. You can choose to have pop-ups of different scores on the table to come up. There are pop-ups when you beat friends and online players. So I think those things are kind of motivating, and I like seeing all the flashiness, but you can turn those off and whatnot. Being someone who hasn't played a ton of Pinball FX in the past, I wasn't really invested in the system, so this transition was super easy for me. I didn't have a lot to lose because I hadn't bought tables previously. With this one, I am finding myself just wanting to explore and find and play and test all of these tables, and I've definitely found some favorites, so I think it's worth checking out the premium and just seeing at least which ones kind of appeal to you if you are going for this game. Apart from that, there are trials of most, if not all, the tables out there, so you can get a limited amount of playtime with them just to kind of see if you like them before making the decision to purchase, or again getting that premium pass to where you can just pay one-time fee to get everything for so long. So be sure to check out those options. But that's going to do it for me for Pinball FX. I enjoyed this game, and I think that they do what they do at a high level. These are really good pinball tables, and it feels good to play. But be sure to check out xboxtavern.com, where I will have my final scores for the game, as well as other reviews out there. I've been Corey. Thanks for watching. See ya.